Hey. How's everybody doing? Okay. So the All-Star game was a couple days ago. The Home Run Derby was 3 days ago. So let's talk Home Run Derby first. All right. All right. So, gotta tell you, this Home Run Derby, they're trying to make it as one of the greatest home run derbies ever. I thought it was okay. You know, I've watched a amount of home run derbies, and I think this one was okay. Still think to this day the Bonds versus McGuire home run derby was the best back in Philly, but that's 100 years ago, so therefore that was the best. But this one was up there. It'd probably be top five, I would say, give or take a few. Um, Now, O'Neill Cruz. I mean, we all know this kid's a beast, a freaking beast, a ridiculous beast. But 513 feet, OMG. That's a blast. I don't care what anybody says, and especially in Atlanta. Wow, that thing was absolutely
Yes.
crushed, dismantled, whatever you want to call this ball. All right, it was unbelievable. That's my opinion, of course. Now, let's just go straight to the man himself, Cal Raleigh. This guy's on fire. I mean, I'm going to talk about him a little bit later, but he is literally and figuratively on fire. Wins the home run derby, um, takes out O'Neill Cruz in the second round, and wins it against Caminero. I, I don't know. This guy's on fire. His swing path is beautiful. He's hitting everything at its peak with his power, his torque. If you watch his lower half get through the ball, Jesus, it's pretty cool. Not to boot, he's switch hitting catcher that was hitting jacks from both sides on the home run derby. Yep, folks, that's mind blowing if you ask me. Now, kind of a cool little moment here in the home run derby. As you know, they're trying to make the home run derby a little family friendly. But what I don't think a lot of people knew is that his dad was pitching to him in the final round, and his little brother, who's 15 years old, who's got a full ride to either Florida or Florida State, sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, was catching. So you talk about a family affair. I think that's pretty cool. Good job by the MLB getting this done. I've been kind of down on the MLB lately, ripping them. And I got to say, this was strong work. Got to give you guys kudos. But Cal Raleigh, hats off to you, my friend, even though I'm not wearing one. Good job, man. Really, really good job. Not to mention the rest of them. Next year, I would love to see De La Cruz in it. I don't know. What about you guys? I think that would be fun. Again, with James Wood. James Wood's just coming into his own, and I think this kid in the next few years is going to be ridiculously phenomenal. You've got O'Neill showed up. Okay, that kid's a stud. You've got Ellie De La Cruz, who's gonna be a stud. Probably will be the best shortstop in the league in the next couple of years. I think we're going to see in the next few years some really good ball players in this home run derby. And I think the three are going to be Ellie De La Cruz, because he's going to definitely be in it, O'Neill Cruz, and Cal Raleigh. I mean, let's just be honest here. Three legit stud ball players that all just rake. All right? Okay, good. Now let's talk All-Star game. There's a ball player that I really, really, really like who is getting some Rookie of the Year consideration in the AL, and that's Jacob Wilson. Jack Wilson's son, just in case you guys didn't know. Jack Wilson was a journeyman shortstop, played for the Pirates, the Red Sox, Mariners, and a bunch of other teams. Made one All-Star game. I think it was back in 2006, if I remember correctly. His son is probably about 35 times better than he was or ever will be. Um, Jacob Wilson's either number one or number two in hits this year. I think he's one or two behind Aaron Judge. He's one or two in batting average this year, which is crazy.
Amen.
And he plays a freaking mean shortstop. I've got to watch him play a few times out here in Sacramento. I am really liking this kid, I got to tell you. I was at the game that I went to before the All-Star break against the Braves. He got hit in the hand, and a lot of people were thinking it was first inning, of course. And a lot of people were thinking that, oh, he's done. He's not going to be able to play in the All-Star game. But luckily, no fractures, and that a boy, you gotta love that. And ended up playing. So I'm just really happy to see that. Another ball player, who I'll get into a little bit later, all right, in regards to the Rookie of the Year. But I wanted to talk about the All-Star game. Let's just straight up fast forward to basically Homerun Derby to win the game. So I don't know if it was last year or the year before or the year before that. Justin Turner had made a comment, said, why don't they just do a home run derby in case of a tie in the All-Star game? And the MLB actually listened to the players for the first time in forever, it sounds like. And they had a home run derby to end the game. Are you kidding me? You talk about unbelievable. Did I say unbelievable? Because, oh yes, I meant unbelievable freaking home run derby to end that game. Kyle Schwarber, boy, that dude is still a beast. I don't care what anybody says. That guy is phenomenal. He goes yard 3 swings in a row. And the last one had to be the most impressive to win it for the National League. Hell of a job. Good job. Strong work. That's all you could ask for. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right. This time. Yeah, absolutely right. Just saying, okay? So that was, some people are disappointed in the way that ended, but if you really look at it, you will see how phenomenal that was, and you won't understand how phenomenal that is until you and me and everybody else that has never played the game tries to hit a home run over 325 feet, 330 feet to get a ball out of Brave Stadium or whatever they call it now. Sorry, don't know. Good job. Hey, that was a fun way to end the game. What else can you say other than, oh my God, and wow, strong work. Pitching was okay. Nationally came out hot, scored a few runs in the first inning. I think it was 4 runs in the first inning or 3 runs in the first inning. Ended up scoring 3 more. American League didn't wake up till the end of the game, let's be honest, scoring 6 runs in, what was it, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, or 8th and 9th to tie the ball game. I mean, strong work. And if y'all know what I'm saying, yeah, tap of the head for those of you that are just listening in. Yeah, that was pretty much undefeated as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, there was one that wasn't called a strike. So, hell of a job. I mean, umpires actually did a pretty decent job too. We got to give it to them, right? I mean, might as well. I want to get into something that's kind of going to be an interesting take on the who, what's, when, where's, and how's going into the second half of the season. Okay? Let's just talk stats, period. Case closed. All right? So, Aaron Judge does lead the league in hits. He's tied with Jacob Wilson. Or no, he's not tied. Jacob Wilson and Bobby Witt are tied. Aaron Judge has 125 hits on the season. Jacob Wilson and Bobby Witt both have 112 hits. So that's what I was trying to get at earlier for the for all of baseball. Or no, that's just the American League. Stand by. I got. Oh, where are you? Oh, that's all teams. Jesus. No, that's just the American League. Sorry, guys, trying to get all my stuff that I had ready that I just screwed up on. But anyway, that's a different story. MLB. So, American League. Yeah, it looks like the American League has the top, like, what? Okay, no, there we go. The American League has the top five hits leaders. Um, we've got, oh, Trey Turner. No, that's, why is it doing this? Okay. Sorry, guys, just trying to get everything back to where I was because I lost it because I accidentally hit it out because that's just the way I am sometimes. All right. So if you're talking encompassing the whole MLB, you've got Aaron Judge, number one. You've got Trey Turner, Jacob Wilson, and Bobby Witt, all tied for number two with 112 hits. Then you got Bo Bichette, who's got 111 hits, who you don't really hear much of, or at least I haven't. The guy is hitting what, 282 with 111 hits in 393 at bats. That's not bad. I mean that's not bad at all. That I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was snubbed too because I don't remember seeing him at the All Star game. Manny Machado, the old man now, has 107 hits on the season. That's pretty good. He's batting 292. Not bad for an old guy. Um, Jackson Chorillo of the Brewers, he has 106 hits. He's batting 264. Jeez. He's got a lot of ABs, 401 at bats. You've got Brent Rooker, who I really like as well, other than Jacob Wilson. I'll tell you what, if the A's can get their pitching together, look out, folks. This team could be good, but that's a different story, all right? So, your top 10 in MLB basically, in my opinion, a few of them are kind of surprising. You know, Jackson Chourio, Yandy Diaz, who has 105 hits on the season for Tampa Bay. Uh, you guys know that I'm big on Ellie De La Cruz. He's actually doing really good as well. Ellie De La Cruz is batting, what, 284 with 105 hits so far. Now, let's just go straight up, break down quick American League. I want to pull up the average, which I just had somewhere. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Okay, it decided to disappear on me. So I'm going to pull that up. Everybody give me a moment, please, and thank you. All right. So, American League top averages. I mean, Aaron Judge is batting ridiculously phenomenal. 355, power hitter, 125 hits. He's got, what a lot of people don't realize is he does have 24 doubles on the season, 2 triples, and 35 jacks with 81 RBIs. Now, to me, either his guys aren't getting on in front of him, or he should have more than that, I think. That's just my opinion and how I feel. 125 hits and 352 at bats. Man, that's unbelievable. He's got what, almost a 30-point lead in just average alone. Jacob Wilson's number 2. He's batting 329. Phew, man, that's awesome. And then a big surprise, in my opinion, Jonathan Aranda for Tampa Bay. He's batting 324. You've got Jeremy Pena of Houston, who's batting 322. Jake Myers of Houston, who's batting 308. Alejandro Kirk for Toronto, who's batting 303. And wow, only 6 hitters in the American League are batting over 300 right now. Let's go to the National League and see what we got there. All right. So You got that guy from LA, Will Smith. He's number one in the National League. He's batting 323, and right now he's the only guy batting over 300 in the National League. So who's got better hitting or worse pitching? I don't know. Take your pick. Has the National League actually got better pitching this year than the American League? I don't know. Or is it just that the American League hitters are just better right now? You guys tell me. You answer me that question. Okay? All right. Fantastic. Now I want to go in and talk about the teams that will be competing for the playoffs. All right? Now, if you take this point right here, right now, you've got Toronto in. You've got the Tigers in. You've got Houston's in. You've got the Phillies are in. You've got the Cubs are in. You've got the Dodgers are in. Okay? Now, I know I picked the Dodgers to win the West. I want to say I picked either Chicago or the Brewers to win the Central. I can't remember right now. Sorry. And I think I picked Philly or Atlanta to win the East. Okay. I picked the Mariners to win the West, which they're only 5 games back of Houston. But my understanding is that Houston has played a lot. And when I mean a lot of sub 500 ball clubs. I think the 2 teams that have played the most under 500 ball clubs were the Dodgers and Houston, if I'm not mistaken. So they got a big test coming up second half of the season. In the Central, I think I did pick the Tigers to win the Central, but I did pick Boston to win the East. So we will definitely have to see what's going on there. All right. You guys pick up what I'm throwing down? All right, cool. Now, here we go. I think with the Boston only being out 3 games, they could still have a great opportunity to take the East. But the big question is, are they going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me because I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I think that the next week and a half is going to be very telling. If their pitching does what their pitching has been doing, they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be buyers. If their pitching doesn't, look out. Not only that, but going into the All-Star break, the Red Sox had a 10-game win streak, folks. Yeah, a 10-game win streak. That's ridiculous. Now, the Yankees are the Yankees. It truly depends on their pitching because we know they can hit. And the Blue Jays have come out of freaking nowhere. I'm actually kind of pumped about that. I'd love to see that happen. And not only that, but people are sleeping on Tampa Bay. Look out. I think that Detroit Tigers just demolish the Central. If they keep playing the way that they're playing and I think all they got to do is go 500 the rest of the season and they're pretty much a lock in. Seattle. I'm still going to say it. I think they have one of the best young pitching staffs in the MLB. That ball club is going places. Houston, I'm going to tell you what, Houston has not had their slump yet. And I'm kind of curious to know when they're going to have it. Texas Rangers, they're going to come up. They've got to get going. You know Bochy's a second half coach. Don't get me wrong, he's a full coach. But he always seems to step it up, get his teams to thrive in the second half of a season. I don't know what it is, but he does a hell of a job there. What do we got? We got Philly next. Philly, whew. That is one of those things that I think Philly is going to have a chip on their shoulder. And here's why. With the snub of Sanchez and Turner, I think that they're going to have something to prove. And they're basically going to say the big F word to the baseball baseball historian gods or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Let's see. The New York Mets, that's going to be a big surprise. And here's why. They're on a downward spiral right now. They took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, but have kind of took a dump off the last series before the end of the before the Ball Star break. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Apparently, the Cubs and the Brewers. I mean, this is gonna be an unbelievable. This is gonna be the race you guys want to watch. This is gonna come down to 162. I think this is gonna be phenomenal. But I still got the Cubs. Dodgers are going to win the West. I've said that from the beginning, even though I'm a diehard Giants fan. Giants had their slump. They've actually had 2, but the Giants have also had the Giants have also had the second toughest schedule in the MLB. So let's see what they can do. Bob Melvin, you guys are making some moves down in Double A right now, Richmond. I'm kind of curious to see if we get the trickle up effect there and what happens. I got a feeling you guys are making some moves to do another big trade, and apparently there is going to be a big trade between them and the Braves. I'm just not sure yet. The all-star catcher from the Braves, might be traded to the San Francisco Giants. You'll see. Who knows before the trade deadline? Padres. The Padres are going to do Padre things, and they're going to be the Padres because that's what they do, and that's all that I got to say. Capiche? Capiche. All right. So just to kind of do a quick recap, you got the Yankees leading the wild card by 2 games. Red Sox are second, Mariners are third. Everybody, keep an eye on that Mariners team. I have said it from the beginning, okay? All right, good. And the Rays and the Rangers are no slouches either. You have the Brewers, the Mets, the Padres, all separated by 4 games. You've got the Giants who are a half game out. I mean, they played their way to that half game out. They had a 3-game lead at one point. St. Louis is a game and a half behind the Padres, so St. Louis is up and coming as well. So we're going to see what happens. This is going to be a fun little race to watch between these 5 teams, I think. You got the Brewers, Mets, Padres, Giants, and Cardinals. Keep an eye on that as well. All right, everybody? I think I'm at my 20-minute mark, and I want to thank everybody for checking me out. I know I've kind of been all over the place, around, through, between, around, up, down, all that kind of good stuff. But thank you. Thank you. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, download, share, comment, like, all that kind of good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you guys at the next show. And remember this, always want to thank my sponsors, Paratravelers and Liquid Nitro Energy Drink. You got Liquid Nitro. I love them. How do you not love them? Again, we talked a little All-Star break, a little Homerun Derby, and we talked quick little what teams are going to possibly do in the second half of the season. I'm going to get a little bit more into players later, probably do a little bit more of a Rookie of the Year, my next one, the front runners, and also MVP. All right, everybody, thank you very much. You guys take care. Have a great tomorrow. And ciao bene.